piece of merchandise cannot love another piece of merchandise, but a person can love another person. All the systems of meaning are falling apart, right? There's so much falling apart. Religions are falling apart, ideologies falling apart. So the thing that you're at the end of the day, you're like, well, what is something that you can't mess with?
หนึ่งในภาพยนตร์สุดบาดลึกที่ผมเชื่อว่าแฟนๆช่อง BM Broadway Boy เนี่ยต้องหลงรักมากๆในปี 2023 คือ Past Lives ครับภาพยนตร์โรแมนติกดราม่าสุดบาดลึกจากสตูดิโออย่าง A24 และผู้กำกับและผู้เขียนบทสาว Celine Song ที่เปิดตัวอย่างยิ่งใหญ่ที่เทศกาลภาพยนตร์ Sundance เอาชนะใจผู้ชมทั่วโลกและได้ชิงรางวัลใหญ่อย่างออสการ์ถึง 2 สาขาและเป็นหนังที่ผมเชื่อเลยนะครับว่าถ้าได้ดูเพียงแค่ครั้งเดียวเนี่ยจะต้องคิดถึงมันตลอดไปเลยครับ
혜성! 와, 너다.
ในปีนี้สลีนซองกลับมาอีกครั้งกับภาพยนตร์เรื่องใหม่เอี่ยมอย่าง Materialists ที่เธอทั้งกำกับและเขียนบทเองอีกครั้งกับสตูดิโอ A24 แต่ครั้งนี้เนี่ยเธอได้พาดาราและนักแสดงระดับ A-list อย่าง Dakota Johnson, Chris Evans และ Pedro Pascal มาร่วมแสดงกันในภาพยนตร์รักสุดบาดลึกเรื่องนี้ด้วยครับผมและวันนี้เนี่ย BM ก็ดีใจมากๆที่จะได้มาบอกทุกคนนะครับผมว่าช่องของเรา BM Broadway Boy เนี่ยได้รับเกียรติเป็นช่องเดียวในประเทศไทยที่ได้นั่งคุย exclusive interview กับ Celine Song เต็มๆ15 นาทีเลยนะครับผมถือว่าเป็นอะไรที่เบียมทั้งดีใจและเบียมก็เป็นเกียรติมากๆนะครับผม
Hi Celine สวัสดีครับ
Hi, สวัสดีครับ
Hi, my name is BM. I'm from Thailand. So how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good and I'm very, very much honored that I get to speak to you today. And
Oh, I feel so lucky.
และ Celine Song เนี่ยจะมีความพิเศษอะไรมาเล่าให้เราฟังเกี่ยวกับ Materialists หนังใหม่ของเธอที่กำลังจะเข้าฉายในโรงภาพยนตร์ของเราสิ้นเดือนนี้เนี่ยเราลองไปฟังกันเลยครับผมกับ Take a Seat Exclusive Celine Song ครับ
before we start talking about your new film, I just have to say that in 2023, Past Lives is the most watched and the highest grossing independent film in all Thailand. Yes.
Oh my God, that's amazing. That's so cool. Oh my God, I didn't know that. And so thank you for telling me. That's amazing. That's so cool.
And when you premiered it in Sundance back in 2023, did you expect that it would become such a worldwide phenomenon?
No, I mean, you can expect anything. I just feel like it's always like, and you always hope that a lot of people are going to connect with the story, but you never really know. Of course not, Yeah. Yeah.
And your new film, Materialists, is coming very, very soon in Thailand cinemas. But and you've said in so many interviews that one of the first jobs you've done before you become a filmmaker is actually a matchmaker yourself.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was like a day job. It's kind of like, while I was pursuing my dream as a writer, it was just something that I could do so I can pay rent and pay for food.
And were those experiences inform you or inspired you to become to write this movie?
Yes, of course. I feel like that really is really, what really started the whole journey of telling a story about Matchmaker. Because I did this job in my 20s, so about a little over 10 years ago, and something that I know is very exactly 10 years ago, and something that I know I felt at that time is that like, well, there's a movie here, and I tried for like 10 years to tell the story about this, and then I had just finished Past Lives, and the Past Lives was supposed to come out to Sundance and to come out into the world, and so that's when I was like, okay, I don't have anything to do until Past Lives is out in the world, so I'm just going to write my next movie. So the whole time that Past Lives was being released in the world, I already knew what my second movie was going to be.
That's very cool. And
Yeah.
what I love about both of your films is that you tackle and you tell the story of love very, very seriously. You take it very,
Yeah.
very seriously.
Yes, I do.
And the trailers and everything suggests that this is a rom-com. But do you see it as a rom-com or do you see it otherwise?
Well, I think that I wrote the movie with the characters and the story that I wanted to tell. So it was so much more about like how I wanted to make it and what I really believed about the movie. And then I think I showed it to my producers and my studio, and they were at some point were like, "Oh, I think this is a rom-com." And I'm like, "Yeah, I think maybe it is." Because the thing is like, of course, I'm going to deal with the topic of love very seriously, but there are also many moments where the audience will laugh. Right. And I think that it's not because something like like somebody's falling or something crazy like that. But people are going to be laughing because they're going to recognize themselves on screen, or it's going to be true, right? Like I feel like to me, it's like there's also comedy in talking about the truth directly, right?
And I really love the question you're asking that whether true love still does have a place in this economy and the
Yeah.
economy of it all. Yeah, which
Uh-huh.
is such a fascinating concept and fascinating question. But another thing, if I may kindly share, is that I
Mm.
was honored to be the one to translate the Thai subtitles for the movie.
Yeah. Oh my
Yes,
God. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. It's amazing.
and it's like such an excitement, but also very
Yeah.
nervous to be translating your beautiful dialogue and your beautiful lines. And before I share my favorite lines in the movie,
Yeah.
I would
Tell
like to
me.
ask you, is there a line, a particular line that still stuck with you, that still lingers on after you finished the movie, after you released it already?
Well, I think that the most important line, it's more like because I write them, so it's not like I they don't leave an impact on me in that way, but it's more like I know what was the key to writing the movie. And it's the line that actually Sophie says, the line, I'm not merchandise, I'm a person, which I think is holding on to the whole entirety of this movie in that one line. But what was your favorite line?
It's a very small line, but it's the one that
Yeah.
says, love is the last religion, last
Yeah.
country, the last surviving ideology, and
Yeah.
when you're lost, you just go where love is. That
Yeah.
hit me
Oh yeah.
like a big
Yeah.
punch. Yeah, and while I was
Yeah.
translating, I stopped and I just like sit with it for a moment. It's such a powerful line.
Of course, because everything is all the systems of meaning are falling apart, right? There's so much falling apart. Religions are falling apart, ideologies falling apart. So the thing that you're at the end of the day, you're like, well, what is something that you can't um mess with, the thing that you can't destroy? And you're like, well, actually, this thing, this ancient feeling, this ancient mystery that is love. Love is something that exists outside of power, money, and everything else too. I think about this all the time, and I'm like, well, it doesn't matter how good of all these people with like a really great university education, really smart, really powerful, really rich. Love is the one place where it doesn't make them better at it, right? And in some situations, it makes them worse at it too, right? So the truth is, it's really amazing that it's the one place where power, money, and all the uh, all the darkness, it cannot touch it. It's just an untouchable human thing. And so to me, it's like, yeah, I'm so happy that's your favorite line because to me, I'm like, well, that also holds the truth about everything I believe about love, right? It's like, what else is there to believe in? I actually don't know. I wish there was something else. Yeah. But that's it. That's all you have. Yeah.
You're gonna make me cry right now on
Oh.
the camera. And next to me, what I have is the Thai
Yeah.
poster, the
Yeah.
Thai name. Could I kindly share the Thai name that they came
Yes.
up with? So the Thai
Yeah.
name directly reads รักแบบไหนที่ใจตามหา but if you
Mhm.
translate it back, it means what kind of love the heart longs for.
Whoa. That's
Yeah, that's
beautiful.
the Thai
Yeah.
name for the
Yeah.
movie. And
Do you like it as a translator? Do you think it's good?
oh,
Yeah.
I think this encapsulates the movie so perfectly.
Yeah. You think it's a really good title. That's great. I
It
love
is, it
that.
is, it is.
Yeah,
And
great, great.
also,
I believe you.
and you
Yeah.
talked about matches and about when you find the perfect match, the perfect love of your life, like you just
Yeah.
can't help it. Like love just walks in. Would you say that to the three cast members here that are on the poster, that this is the perfect match for your characters that you wrote?
Yes. I mean, when I'm casting, I really do think of myself as matchmaking, right? In everything I cast, because I have already a character that I have written, and I'm looking for the soulmate of that character. So yeah, I think that that's really what it was. Like they just, like love, they just walked them through the door, right? And then I couldn't help it but to see them as the characters. Like I think
Mm.
all three of them, I was like, oh no, they are the characters amazingly. So I think that really was the exactly what happened. Exactly like it was like love, and it has to be love, right? For the casting to be perfect, it has to be love in some way. The actors fall in love with the characters, which happened, and of course the characters, I have to fall in love with them as the characters too. Yeah.
And the way you directed Chris Evans in that without spoiling for the people, because this was
Yeah,
a little bit before the movie comes out. The
yeah,
way he delivers the last monologue and also the last line
yeah.
of the movie, oh my God, the last line of the movie, it just hits
Oh
differently.
yeah. Oh
Yes.
yeah, of course. Because and it was because of the way that the whole film has been. Because the whole film is, I mean, it's a movie called Materialists, and it's a movie about the way that we have turned the language of love into something financial. I'm sure you, while you were translating it, you had to translate it so much financial language. And you're like, well, I thought this was a story about love. But then when you realize is so much of our language about love has turned into financial, right? It's
Hmm.
about assets. It's about uh, treating ourselves like merchandise, right? It's like it's treating ourselves like we are objects. There's such an amazing kind of objectification and commodification of ourselves. And then, of course, what that is going to always lead to is dehumanization. Another word that I'm sure you clocked as you were translating is the word that I use over and over is the word valuable,
Yes.
right? And the thing about the word valuable is that, like, well, why do you want to date somebody who makes you feel valuable? Well, because you yourself don't feel very valuable. So I'm looking for somebody who's going to make me feel valuable,
Oh
right?
my God.
And then, of course, then you need all those things. And you need all the ways that people are valued: height, weight, income, right? Age. Like, it becomes really important to be to think of other people as to think of the person you love as a value object. You're supposed to try to, you're dating, not love, but you try to date as a value object. And then because you want yourself want to improve your value. But the truth is that, a piece of merchandise cannot love another piece of merchandise, but a person can love another person.
Oh
So
my God.
part of the value, right? Part of the feeling valuable is that, well, why do you need to feel valuable? Well, you need to feel valuable because you're merchandise, right? If you're a person, you don't need to ask to feel valuable, right? Because if you're a person, you just deserve love. You don't have to earn it. You just have it, right? But merchandise, you're kind of always like, well, you gotta, I mean, think about the language of that. You have to earn your love. You have to, you know what I mean? Like improve your value. You gotta take care of yourself, make yourself more valuable so that you can have somebody valuable. And you're like, well, the truth is that like, well, love just happens sometimes, right? And love is about the thing that's unconditional. If we asked people who love us, why do you love us? Not a single one of them will say a single number, you know. And by the way, if they do, I would be a little bit worried. If you ask your boyfriend, why do you love me? And they say, because you weigh this much because you're this young. Like it's a kind of I think it's quite frightening if you start to talk about someone that you're supposed to love, right? The only thing that you can ask from the person who love you is that they love you. Everything else you're not entitled to. Well, you're not entitled to somebody who's tall and handsome and good looking. The thing you're entitled to is whoever that person is, loves you, and that you love them back.
I'm sure that a lot of Thai people are as excited, and the buzz is phenomenal. You have quite a huge fan base, so if you can
Great. Yeah.
say a few words to the Thai audience that
Okay,
are
I
seeing the
will.
movie in the cinemas. Yes.
It is such an honor to share this movie, my second movie, Materialists, with the Thai audience. And thank you so much for giving so much love to my very first movie, Past Lives. And I am so excited that I get to share this story too, the story of Lucy, John, and Harry. And thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. And I think that it is so amazing to get to that I get to invite you to the movie theater to talk about and think about and feel love for 2 hours. So welcome and thank you.
And one last question, as what Lucy would ask every
Yeah.
of her client, what's your non-negotiable for the love of your life?
Oh, it's that they uh, love me unconditionally forever. That's my non-negotiable. Yeah.
Perfect answer. And thank you so much. It's such an
Thank you so
honor. I will
much.
remember this day for the rest of my life. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
God, thank you. Well, let's talk about the next movie too when it comes out. Yeah.
please,
talk again.
please. I would
Okay.
be so honored. Thank you so
Okay.
much ครับ
Thank you
สวัส
so
ดี
much.
ครับ
Thank you. สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ
และพิเศษมากๆเลยนะครับผมกับช่องของ BM Broadway Boy เพราะว่าทาง Sony Pictures ผู้จัดจำหน่ายภาพยนตร์เรื่องนี้เนี่ยเขาได้มอบของรางวัลอย่างตัวชมภาพยนตร์รอบ Opening Premiere ของ Materialists ที่จะเกิดขึ้นในวันพุธที่ 27 สิงหาคมนี้ที่ Paragon Cineplex มาให้เราได้มาแจกกับแฟนๆช่อง BM Broadway Boy ด้วยนะครับผม BM ขออนุญาตแจกเป็น5รางวัลละ 2 ที่นั่งนะครับผมกติกาง่ายนิดเดียวนะครับผมเพียงแค่ติดตามช่องของเราแล้วก็เม้นคุยกันนิดนึงครับผมว่าระหว่างสเปคที่ชอบกับความรักที่ใช่ทุกๆคนจะเลือกอะไรและเพราะอะไรครับผมร่วมสนุกกันได้ตั้งแต่วันนี้เป็นต้นไปนะครับผมและ BM จะขออนุญาตประกาศผลผู้โชคดี5ท่านที่จะได้มาชม Opening Premiere ของ Materialists ด้วยกันในวันจันทร์ที่ 25 สิงหาคมนี้ที่ช่องของ BM Broadway Boy ครับผมมาร่วมสนุกกันเยอะๆแล้วก็เจอกันในโรงภาพยนตร์กับ Materialists นะครับผมวันนี้ขอบคุณมากๆเลยที่ติดตามช่องของ BM Broadway Boy มาถึงตอนจบและถ้าใครที่เพิ่งมาเจอกันนะครับผมก็ถ้าชื่นชอบแล้วก็ติดตามช่องของ BM Broadway Boy ไว้นะครับเพื่อให้ไม่พลาดคอนเทนต์ดีๆจากทั้งโลกภาพยนตร์โลกเพลงแล้วก็โลกละครเวทีครับผมแล้วเราเจอกันใหม่ในเอพิโซดหน้านะครับผมสวัสดีครับ
I'm probably not someone you want to date because the next person I date, I'm gonna marry.
Are you hitting on me?
You're the same as always.
So when you say I was different,
Why?
guess then I wouldn't be the guy that lost you.
When you love someone, it'll be easy. No math.
Not gonna marry him, are you? Materialists.
รักแบบไหนที่ใจตามหา 28 สิงหาคมนี้ในโรงภาพยนตร์